With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone. So the question here is that assertion statement is there and it says that the movement of ions into or out of the cells is usually called flux. Reason: the entry or exit of ions to and from the symplast is an active process. So here we need to tell that whether the assertion statement, both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Assertion true but reason false. Then both assertion and reason, they are false. So in this question, the movement of ions is considered, and when we talk about the movement of ions, ions are basically charged particles. So when we talk about the movement of ions, so that thing is known as, the process is known as the flux, right? Movement of ions is known as flux. When there is movement inside, when there are two types of movements, whether the ions they will move inside or the ions they will move outside, right? Whether they will move inside or they will move outside. So when there is inside movement, then the process is known as influx, and when there is outward movement, then the process is known as efflux. Influx and efflux, right? Now the entry or exit of the ions to and from, that is inside the symplast, that is towards the symplast, and the exit from the symplast, it requires the expenditure of energy, right? The ions, they are what? As we can see here, the ions, they are what? They are charged particles. So they are charged particles and they do not have the tendency to move through the passive transport. They cannot be transported. They cannot be transported via symplast. They cannot be transported via the symplast basically by passive transport. Passive transport is without the expenditure of energy, when there is no expenditure of energy. So these particles, they are moved through active transport. They are moved through the active transport, and this mechanism of the active transport, it requires energy. It requires the expenditure of energy. Energy is utilized. This is a metabolic, basically the expenditure of the metabolic energy, which is a kind of active process, right? This is a kind of active transport. So here both the statements we can see they are true, but the reason statement here is not explaining the assertion statement. So the correct answer here comes out to be that if both assertion and reason are true, if both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion, but the reason is not the correct explanation of assertion, right? Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, ITG and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.